Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to take you guys on a tour of our garage gym. So our garage gym is pretty much a work in progress. We're still doing different kinds of upgrades and figuring out where the best position for everything is, because when we first looking for houses that had like a good sized garage, which was actually really hard to find in the area that we wanted to live in here in Texas. A lot of houses have like 2-car garages here, and then a lot of the ceilings are really low and just a lot of underwhelming garages, and it was really hard to look for a house because usually they don't show a picture of the garage on Zillow or wherever, so we had to like actually physically look at the house so we can see the garage. But then I didn't anticipate having to share half of it with Matt and his tools and his carpentry work and all that, and as well as the cars. Of course, I was just more focused on the gym for the garage, but we're making it work. And the very first thing that we did when we first moved in was the floors. So Matt did epoxy floors, which he's done multiple practice projects after the floors, and so the floors are a little bit not in great condition right now anymore. And then he put wall paneling, and he left a little extra space near where my platform is, so because he's going to build a bench there for the plates to go under. And pretty much, yeah, that's it. And then we put in all our gym equipment. I haven't bought any new gym equipment since we moved to our house. All the gym equipment we have, we've been collecting it over time since about 2015, 2016. We started with just a pull-up bar in our kitchen in our tiny apartment in Berkeley. We had also a back squat rig that was kind of really small. And then around the time I finished CRNA school, Matt got me as a gift my own barbell. And then he got himself a bar, of course. And then he built a platform in our tiny apartment. He built some box jumps in our tiny apartment. Which actually he likes building those things, so it was like a stress reliever for him. But all the sanding and all that in our tiny apartment, yeah, that all happened. So currently I have everything in our gym that I need to train in weightlifting. I do have a gym wish list, and my next piece of equipment that I want to buy is a GHD machine. That's a glute and ham developer, and so that'll be good for accessory work for my back, my hamstring, glutes, as well as my abs. So the next project that Matt has to do for the gym are lights. Well, I want to put pin lights and all that. We're looking into either doing stall mat or the AstroTurf, the fake grass looking thing. And then as well as we want to do like insulation on the garage doors to keep the temperature pretty neutral. It doesn't make it any warmer, but it doesn't let air come in and out. So we have to do some air sealing on on the door that's in there, and then also insulation on the garage door. Over the summer, I just used our floor fan to keep me cool. And then in the winter, I just put a heater in front of me. And I warm up the bar with the heater before I get in there, and, you know, obviously warm up with the sweater and all that. All right, without further ado, let's head over to the garage gym. Alright guys, so here we are in the garage. Have my PVC pipe, very good for warming up the shoulders, doing this kind of skates, and good for warm up. And then we got our cardio equipment. This is good for just warming up, or if you need to cut, hopefully not. But this is our assault bike. It's an air bike. It goes off of air resistance. So the harder you pedal, the more resistance. And we got our demonstrator here. She just needs longer legs to actually reach the pedals. But it also has this peg here, so in case you just want to work out your arms. And yeah, so this is really good for cardio. We have our rower, which originally we got for Matt. He doesn't use it much, but hopefully he will soon. But that's another piece of cardio equipment that you can incorporate with the bike. Also, we have our stretching mat. It's a gymnastics mat. It folds out into twice this size. It's good for like stretching and really soft and sturdy. Good for doing like yoga exercise. So anyway, yeah. See, this baby girl can show you. It's good for tumbling. Wow. We also have a lot of bands. We like our bands. So some of these are good for, like this one is kind of more loose. You can use it as to strap your knee with if you're having like knee issues or mobility. You could use it for stretching and all sorts of things. And then these can be used for like pull-ups or stretching, shoulders, everything connected to the rig. And then we have rings if we so choose to do some kind of gymnastic stuff. And then we have some attached to the rig. That's very good for warming up shoulders, stretching, all that. You can attach it here and to your legs and do all sorts of PT exercises. And then this is one of my favorite ones here that you can use to do all sorts of movements with your activation kind of exercises for your legs. Gloves are very important. Here.
Not for lifting, but for life.
Hey, Maddie won a medal. There you go, very nice. And then we have our distance measuring stick. It measures in feet. This is really good for when... Yeah, I ride the scooter. For when the workout calls for some kind of distance for farmer's carries or for running. Maddie's having a blast right now. Yeah, so it's just come in really handy for some reason. Just we have a lot of distance, like even in the warm-up, it's like a certain amount of distance, 10 feet of like, you know, butt kicks or like high kicks or something like that. It takes the guesswork out of a lot of things in my program. And I like to be really precise, so that is that. And then the next thing is our rig. This is a Rogue Monster Light rig. It has like tons of like these little pegs, so you can pretty much adjust it to your height for a rack. I mostly use this for a rack for back squatting, front squatting, and also you can do pull-ups. And then AJ likes to use it for benching. Contrary to popular belief, Olympic weightlifting does not include benching usually in the training, so don't ask me how much I can bench. But anyways, we got this actual bench we got from Costco for really cheap. I usually use it for my accessory work. Usually it's like bent over rows or tricep dips or anything really other than benching. And along with this, it comes with an attachment here. This is for dips. You can attach it here and do some tricep dips. So that's that. We also have this belt where you can wrap it around you and put some plates, some weights on it, and you could do pull-ups with weights if you so desired. So there's that. Usually Matt's the one that can do a lot of weight on this thing. Obviously, well, he's the one that can do a lot of weight in general. And then we have our jump ropes for all your jumping needs. This is the one that we started off with, this RX brand. And it's really good, I really liked it. And then Matt got us these personalized jump ropes, has our names on it, from RPM. Definitely, highly recommend these. And then I also have a weighted vest from Hyperwear. Really, really good. You can add the weight, so it doesn't have to be 20 pounds. You can remove weight, you can add weight. It's really fitted to your chest, so you don't feel like it's clunking or like really bulky. And then we started, and then we have wall balls. We have 2 balls of 14 pounds and a 20 pounds for doing ab work or wall balls or whatever kind of workout you want to be doing. So those are really handy for training. And then we started off with bumper plates. Because we have 2 sets of bumper plates, we are able to lend out a set to our neighbors during quarantine, and all the weights were like really hard to get like by and all that, and the gyms were closed. So anyways, we have 1 set of bumper plates here that we started off with, but then in 2018 Matt surprised me with some colored kilo plates. This is my favorite gym equipment, obviously for weightlifting training. Yeah, so these are my babies. They're Rogue kilo plates. They're the training plates, and they're really sturdy and awesome and really good, and I don't have to convert from pounds to kilos anymore, so I'm really happy about that, and I love the colors, and yeah, really like these. And then we got my weightlifting shoes. I still use Nike Romaleos. Shoes. And then collars, of course. I just got these on Amazon. I used to have Rogue collars, but then somebody broke them. I don't know who. The dog or a kid. A dog or a kid or something. Or a husband.
What?
Or me. I also have a backup pair of shoes for when I don't feel like myself. I don't know. I always wear these when I don't feel like myself and I just want to be something else, do something else. I have my women's bar. It's a Bella bar by Rogue. It's a training bar. Matt got it for me when I was primarily training in CrossFit, and it has a nice grip, but one day I'd like to invest in a Lico bar. He has a Matt Chan Rogue bar. And then we have our dumbbells. Hi! Oh, and I have my belt, which Maddie is modeling on her head. It's a two-pod belt, which I got from a weightlifting meet in Las Vegas. Very cool. And then we have dumbbells, but from 15 pounds all the way up to 50-pound sets of dumbbells. And then if I want to do more lighter dumbbells, I just use the small plates for those kind of workouts. And then we have our kettlebells. There's this one, 16 kilo, 35-pound kettlebell, and then this is the one that Matt uses, or I'll deadlift this, 24 kilos and 53 pounds. And then this box jump, as you can see, it's pink. It's, my hubby Matt made this for me when we were still living in Berkeley, and he did all the sanding again in our tiny apartment. But anyway, he made two of these, one for himself with a black hemp sign, and then one for me, and then random stall mats. And then very important, gym chalk, very, very important for chalking the hands for lifting. And then here's my gym bag with my wrist wraps. I cannot wait to use all this equipment. This gym tour is really making me very excited to get back into lifting. A lot of knee wrap situations, knee sleeves. This is a slingshot glute band. Definitely, I use this every day for warming up my glutes and glute activation. See my video on that. Glutes, here. Notebook, very important for writing down your gains progress. Very important is thumb tape. I highly recommend the Lifting Genie thumb tape, but you can just get anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's blue. This is tape for your thumbs. See? Thumb tape. So, give a thumbs up. Say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Oh, these leather straps are like one of my favorite ones. Matt got it for me. Do you see a trend here? Matt gets me all this gym equipment. Is he trying to tell me something? But this is a pair of leather straps for when you want to do a pull off the ground, or if you want to lift the classic lifts and straps, which anyway, that's controversial, but nonetheless, leather straps, very good, especially for if you have a tear in your hand and you just want to use straps. So it's like building strength, but taking the grip out of the equation. But be careful. And here's some RDX straps. I also like these. These are the first ones Matt got me. And then, as you can see, I like my belts. So here they are. And these are jerk blocks that Matt built in 2016. They've been through a lot. Well, they were outdoors for a long time when we lived in Los Altos, so they got a little bit weather damage. It just needs to be sanded down a little, but I've already used them here and they're amazing. And I love them so much, and I'm really grateful that he built it. He modeled after the Rogue jerk blocks. They can all be used for block work, for pulls, and doing cleans and snatches off the blocks. But because I'm so short, usually depending on where I'm doing my blocks for my lift from, I just use the plates, which is really dangerous, but I'll show you guys a clip of what I mean. Also, the most important thing is the platform. Look how amazing this looks. So Matt took a bunch of reclaimed wood here, and he glued these together. Stickers. And he glued these pieces of wood together and sanded it down so it's all like smooth and all that nice finish. My regular platform, which he's done some projects on, as you can see.
Oh.
But I'm taking his platform here.
I'll redo that other one.
So, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, like this. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn on that notification so you know when my next video comes out. Watch my videos, like, comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.